boys, guys, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV. Woo!
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadmill, the bombs busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in vain. The name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave. The US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, in the two wheels in the open road. Got the tunnel wide open.
All right, everyone, welcome here live on MaxSpeedTV. It's a loose looking at Racing League of Brucey Raceway USA Cup Series. My name is Jeff Wood, and on cameras tonight, you'll be seeing everything from Mr. Michael D'Amico's perspective. Shout out to Brucey Raceway USA, Over the Top Designs, Loud Pedal Productions, and Michelangelo's painting right there in old Arizona on the screen. We got 80 laps, count them, of Indianapolis Raceway in the Cup cars here tonight. Qualifying, just getting into it. This is our last race here at Loose Lug Nuts before our 4th of July week, 1 week break. So no broadcast next Sunday here from Loose Lug Nuts, but welcome everyone on Facebook too. If you're tuning in on either end of the spectrum, hit that like button, subscribe on YouTube, especially hit that like button on Facebook. Let us know which medium you're watching on. Be greatly appreciated. Qualifying times coming up here shortly. Ooh boy, that is Cameron Hearn. He's going to stop short of the line. He's going to try to take it around one more time. He's not going to have much at this 2.5 mile speedway. Mark Jackson, I think officially inside of Loose Lug Nuts, this was his last win, was at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And that would probably be about a year and a half ago. That number 3 machine. He's itching for a win. Why not return back to the W column where you last did it? I'm sure Mark Jackson's going to look to do that tonight. Scott Patton, winner last night in the K&N Pocono race. He looks to be on top of the board right now. Well, he was. Mark Jackson took that away. Travis Browder out there. Of course, he's in the M&M's machine. Well, here's the champ. 87 Justin Michael. He's going to get at it. Doesn't have too long as he kicks up some grass. Sure, that's not good for the tires. Like I said, if you're just tuning in this evening, 80 laps here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Cameron Hearn now trying to get an official lap down. Looking for 3 solid weeks in a row from that 9:04. Scored a win at Sonoma, 2nd at Chicago. Well, excuse me, 4 weeks in a row. 3rd. I think he got a podium finish last week, or may have got involved in a wreck, but 3 out of 4 then. Bob Wells on the track. I always forget Pocono sometimes. Here we go. Maybe a little bit better assumption of what's going on. It looks like Cameron Hearn's out there. Maybe the coding ain't right on that one screen there. Kevin Winter up to 2nd. We're still looking at Bob Wells, seeing what lap he comes with. We're nearing the end of qualifying. He might blip out before he... Nope, got to the bricks. Wesley Whitfield on the board there. Not taking it. I'm sure there's quite a few out there. Only about 10 seconds left in this qualifying session. Newcomer to the league, Kavaha Holt. Hopefully I said that right, sir. Whoa, that's a sharp left. Thank goodness the iRacing said enough. Yep, Cameron Hearn's going to be winning the pole award here this evening. Best way to do it if you want to win another race, if you're the 904. We'll get to the grid momentarily. Give these drivers a few seconds to re-click that grid up button on the iRacing server.
Did not badmouth another driver or the league or the admins over race chat if you have a problem with the driver.
There we go. Out on the speedway this week. Last week at Pocono was on pit road. Let's get down this grid. Starting first fast time, Cameron Hearn, 9:04. Looks like he put down a 57:04 right there. Outside pole, Justin Michael, 57:23. Kevin Winter, 3rd. Scott Patton, 4th. Mark Jackson, 5th. Travis Browder, 6th. Ted Wade in the 916, 7th, and the 08 of Michael Jeans, 8th. Jeff Merck starting 9th, and the 88 of Kyle Chadwick, 10th. 969 Taylor Potts there starting 11th. Wally Tierheimer, 75 Del Taco, 12th. Robert Matisse Old Panic in the number 14 starting 13th. Bob Wells, 14th. Non-qualifiers here. Jason Maines, 994, 15th. 12 of Trent Drum will be 16th. 17th, Harmie Sadler, 93. 18th, Brandon Needham in the 21. Tyler Needham there, 19th. And the 909 of Sean Kalis, 20th. 21st will be Josh Scott. 991 of Wesley Whitfield, if he logs back in, will be 22nd. Jeremy Crandall, 73rd, or excuse me, not 73rd, 73 in the 23rd spot. Chris Foyles, 24th in the 28 machine. Gene Rogers, 25th, and Kava Holt, 965, 26th. 26 car field this evening for the Abruzzi Racewear USA Cup Series at Loose Lug Nuts. Fast cautions are on. Tire rule should be in effect. Tire rule now here at Loose Lug Nuts Racing. Starter set +2. So you get your starting tires and 2 optional 4 tires. And you can't mismatch those left and rights. So you got to be purposeful with your tire changes and your pit stops. The 70% fuel load that we use at Loose Lug Nuts. Back straightaway, now's the time to roll in those picks. Who do you have for this race? Who's the favorite? Who do you think is going to come from the back to win it? Who's got the best fuel strategy or tire strategy? Cameron Hearn, Justin Michael going to be the early favorites, I guarantee it that. First start is on the flagman, so we'll have to wait to the restart zone or the starting zone here. Green, green, green showing.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
There it is. That box moved up a little bit. Cameron Hearn, Justin Michael going to lead them off in turn number 1 and 2. Inside the line is where you want to be here tonight in Indianapolis. Saw a car shoot out way wide there. That was the 08 of Michael Jeans. No fast repairs, so we got to watch those dings and dangs there. And also only an 8 incident limit cap tonight. Looks like Mark Jackson early shot out to the 3rd spot. Imagine he'll be fast all evening. Quick run up from his 5th spot, looking for the first lap lead here. Cameron Hearn gets it. Mark Jackson comes across 3rd there. Kevin Winters 2nd. Looks like Scott Patton. 87 of Justin Michael hanging back a bit with Travis Browder. Ooh, car almost off the wall there. That happened to be behind Scott Patton. Didn't catch the number on that. He tucks back in line. I think that's Ted Wade. Browder getting passed up back there too. 918, trouble losing a couple spots. And Travis Browder gets past, looks like Jeff Merck and Michael Jeans now fight to the inside of the 18 there, the 918 on the board. Browder shut it down in front of Chadwick there. Back out front, 78. Trying to stay up in line, 904. Cameron Hearn breaking draft through the straightaways. Trying to get maybe a preferable run into these corners. Kevin Winter slid that one. Mark Jackson's all over the 78 here. Don't think 78's going to give him position in the corner, though. Sort of like Pocono or any other place that you're not using too much draft, but it is responsible. These back straightaways and front straightaways at Indianapolis Motorsports Park going to be key to making those quick passes. Got to get a good run off of turn 4, turn number 2. Kevin Winter, we're seeing a different line in, maybe easy rolling those corners. Mark Jackson right on the bumper. The 78 pushes him through. Like I said, I really like the 3 machine here tonight. Cameron Hearn is a good pick there, Mr. Kennedy. Was the favorite last week in Pocono until he got caught up, or I think his internet DC'd him. Here's a move from Justin Michael, though. Justin Michael now making the move below Mark Jackson. Ooh, barely fit that in there, Justin Michael. Mark Jackson not going to be happy about that pass. May get on the bumper here. Mark Jackson shows nose below. See what they have. Justin Michael making up a lot of speed here. Mark Jackson trying to stay with. Maybe Mark used a little bit of tires. Justin Michael did hang back. Just putting that left front below the white line. Seems to be the optimal way around the speedway through the corners. Don't want to hit that rumble strip. I imagine it'll upset the car. Nice look in here. Mark Jackson watching the battle between Kevin Winter and Justin Michael. Chooses to go to Kevin Winter. Kevin Winter backs off and gives the spot to the 87. Justin Michael quit 2 spots over the last 3 laps. Ooh, Kevin Winter flirting with that rumble strip on the bottom. Kevin Winter's just looking out in front of him, maybe trying to see what Justin Michael's doing differently. I imagine it's just a 2-lap tire difference of what Justin Michael probably went to 90% throttle to start this race. He's just absolutely flying the 87 and the 78, trying to do everything he can to copy what's in front of him. Yeah, here's the leader. Justin Michael. Looking out, trying to see what he can do. I don't know, Cameron Hearn has a huge lead out there. I don't know, it kind of looks like Justin Michael might be reeling him back in. Watching his tachometer there in front, seeing how much RPMs he's using. He's not using a lot of wheel. Look at that. Nice offset. Oh boy, he almost pushed turn 4 there though. Got away with it. Had the throttle play. He's not using a lot of tire. That's minimal tire usage through the corner. I wouldn't even put him at maybe a 10 o'clock on the left-hand turns there. That's pretty good. We're going to have to skip ahead and see what Cameron Hearn may be doing. Cameron Hearn inside his car now. Obvious leader here. A little bit out of the draft of the 904, but enough away that it probably won't matter. He's slightly more used to the 87. But that was through the center of the corner like he was trying to make it up. Let's see what he does here. No, it's about on par with what we saw Justin Michael use. Not so much throttle play out of turn 4 there. Allowing that left front tire to get below the white line helps turn the car here at Indianapolis during a hot, slick afternoon setting. Yep. Tyreek Lane giving us an update what happened in real life. Denny Hamlin winning at Pocono. Race number 2 there on the NASCAR this evening. Or race number 3, excuse me. Looks like we have a mess going on for 4th. Looks like Jeff Merck the spot from Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson falling back a little bit. Back to his starting spot. Not too bad for the 3. Have to see if the 921's going to catch him here. That's Scott Patton. Scott, like I said, winner of Pocono on the K&N Series last night. Dominant car all evening, seeing if he can't back it up with a podium or a win at Indianapolis. Got to get towards the front a little bit more. Still watching that battle in front of him. Mark Jackson not letting Jeff Burke go. Worried that Mark Jackson's battling a little bit too hard for his own good early on. This run, lap 10 now of 80. 70 to go at the line for these leaders. Mark Jackson, a little bit of rumble strip there in front of Scott Patton. May have upset the car a little bit off the pace from the back end of the 60. He's really flirting with that rumble strip through those corners. Yeah, I think he got down there a little bit too far, and now Scott Patton's going to take advantage of the speed difference. Mark Jackson sure has the speed. Got to worry about the tire now. He's going to try to battle back to Scott Patton. This is probably his downfall so far this evening, getting past, trying to battle right back to it rather than backing off and saving some tire. A little bit of a breaking of the draft going on right behind Mark Jackson. Didn't get the car number on that one. Go back one spot to about 7th place. That's Ted Wade trying to break the draft on Michael Jeans. I know we saw that during some of those camera changes. Michael Jeans a little bit loose there out of that corner. Ted Wade, good run here early on. Status quo for the 916. Imagine he's using a little bit more time trying to keep Michael Jeans out of his draft. Should be focused a little bit more on the car now that we're a little bit spread out. 12 laps into this run. Michael Jeans still loose. Kyle Chadwick there just peering on in the background from the 08 and the 916. Ted Wade still making his corners. Michael Jeans has caught him over the last lap or two that we've been watching. No change to our leaders, so we'll keep with this battle, see if Michael Jeans can get the corner. He goes to the inside. Oh boy, Ted Wade wants to make him pass him quick here, or Kyle Chadwick's going to be all over that open door. Kyle Chadwick now sticking the nose, has the speed. Can he get to the quarter panel? Nope. Chadwick has the door closed on him. Has to roll out of the corner. Ooh, 88 carrying more speed than the 916. Maybe a straightaway contest between the 88 and 916. Yep. Chadwick's going to win that contest. Catching the draft of the 08. Minus 2 spots for Ted Wade in one lap. Good little battle there. We'll see if Chadwick can still move up. Justin Michael This is Mr. D'Amico last as we change cameras. Sometimes we're going in different directions, aren't we? Justin Michael, I was going to note his time. A little bit falling off of what Cameron Hearn's doing. Cameron Hearn is keeping up a blistering pace in the 904. 2.1, 2.2 seconds ahead of Justin Michael. These guys are just putting it down out front. Jeff Merck in third, so that's your early podium through 15 completed laps. Jeff Merck a little bit sideways, almost off the wall there. Let's do a rundown after Jeff Merck. Will go through the field real quick. Jeff Merck there in third, Scott Patton fourth, looking good. Kevin Winter, a little bit of fall off here from his early on, but still maintains a top 5. Mark Jackson, number 3, another position lost here early on after a quick third place start. Kyle Chadwick, like I said, moving up. Looks like he's gained one already on Michael Jeans, who will probably be up next. Yep, there he is, the 08. Ooh, flirting with that left side there. Oh, boy, he is loose. I don't know how he's loose, but running in position number 8. Ted Wade, we saw him lose 2 spots, 1 lap, still holding down 9th spot. Taylor Potts, 11th to 10th. Nice early moves here. 14, Robert Batiste, 13th to 11th. Tyler Needham, probably big mover right there. Started 19th, position number 12. Chris Voiles, I said big mover. Nope, now it's Chris Voiles, 24th to 13th. Oh, battle right here. We may have to stick with this because it was Brandon Needham for 15th, and now, or excuse me, 14th, and now it's who's that just in front of him? Yeah, Kava Holt, newcomer to the league. First race I've seen him in that 9.65. Glad we catch him up real quick. We'll continue backwards. Go to 16th spot because I think that might be the 93 of Hermie Sadler. Yep, there we go, Hermie Sadler. Yes, it is the real Hermie Sadler. Out here at Racing Indy tonight at Loose Lug Nuts. Trying to see what he can do in these cup cars. Position number 16 for the 93. Wally Tierheimer, position number 17. Oh boy, backtracking there for the 75 Del Taco machine. Trent Drum started 16th, and now just 18th. Not too much of a fall off, running his race in that 12. Jason D. Maines didn't get a lot of practice time, but just like Michael Jeans, part of that Elliott Sadler Esports ESC there on the side, position number 19. Bob Wells started 14th, good qualifying, but fell back to 20th real quick. I imagine he's managing that tires, the over-the-top designs on the hood with the Hold My Beer Motorsports. Would say it was Wesley Whitfield up next, but camera is not catching him. I imagine those admins are getting on to him, so we'll go back to the front. Maybe it's just D'Amico's camera, but no, we're seeing Cameron Hearn Yeah, I do think Wesley Whitfield is off the speedway early on in this race. Cameron Hearn is on lap number 20 as we speak. Trying to get to 60 to go here tonight. Like, he is putting them down. 3.6 seconds to third place already. How is he putting up these times? Maybe it's just that fresh air. And look at Jeff Burke. Second place. Good run up for that 60 machine for sure. Having to pass a lot of people. 9th to 2nd. Boy, but he's himself 3 seconds off that pace. Starting to pit. Looks like Kevin Winter down pit road to the 78 machine. Yep, that I thought I recognized the red on that Canada Chevy. We'll see what he does. Maybe he's got some right front damage forcing an early pit stop here, but I imagine it'll be full tires and a full tank of Sunoco fuel. See, right side's up. We'll have to pan around and see if we get some dent fixtures on the 78. Left sides are going to go up here. Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit maybe of a crease on the right side of the 78, but the rest of the car looks good. First of the top 10 guys to pit. We'll have to monitor pit road. So that is one set remaining for the 78. Jeff Merck out here trying to see what he can do. Scott Patton and Justin Michaels swapping positions there. Scott Patton, like I said, a little bit laid off there in the early portion of the race. Starter set +2. Hopefully you fans are remembering that if you're tuning in on Facebook or here on YouTube, the chat that I'm monitoring. Thank you. Hit that like button, subscribe here on YouTube if you already haven't. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, and maybe how you found us. And if you want to know anything about Loose Lug Nuts Racing, you always can check out the Facebook page, Loose Lug Nuts Racing Group, or through over-the-top designs-looselugnuts.com. This MaxSpeedTV action here with the Bruzy Raceware Cup Series is in the midst of a green flag pit stop potentially. I think 78 really hit it off quite early. I have to wonder how that affects us. We watch Scott Patton get around the speedway trying to hunt down Jeff Burke. Justin Michael, man that wins it all, not winning here this evening. Cameron Hearn just laying down lap after lap, putting up every brick in between him and second place. There's Mark Jackson, probably my early favorite pick. He's fallen. Michael Jeans now catching the bumper of the 88. He'll get around onto the front straightaway. Yep, Michael Jeans may be making a move here. We'll have to see. This might be a potential battle as we go through pit cycles. I know I talked to Chadwick real quick before the race, and he was remarking on a 5, maybe 10 lap practice run he had, and he was not liking how much tire he was using in the right front. But this may be what we're seeing here. Maybe Chadwick used up a little bit too much to get where he's at. I'm sure the 88's confident in his pit strategy, though. I have to imagine fuel runs are more closer to 30 laps here tonight. Robert Medis viewed there. Ooh, this is a huge bunch of cars. Kava Holt. Shotgun on the field starting tonight. And boy, oh boy, just outside the top 10 and 11th. But he's got a gaggle of cars behind him. The Needham brothers are there. Hermie Sadler's there. I'm well enthused to see that rookie here inside of Loose Lug Nuts Racing League making a good run of tonight. Miss Michelle tuning in out there on YouTube as well. Hi, Miss Michelle. Hermie Sadler looking for the pass. 93 machine working over, looks like the 20 there for a spot. Chris Voiles now catching this pack. Hitting action going on. Needham brothers going in. Oh, a lot of people going in. Ooh, 20 there. Had to burp his tires. Saw that smoke come up. We'll watch Tyler Needham here. There's a couple guys in front of him too on pit road. Maybe we'll catch them as they get these guys into the box. Yeah, right in front of one another usually is the Needham brothers. Right side's up. Maybe some right side damage. A little bit of scraping off of turn 4 possibly for Tyler Needham. Left side's up, so he takes his 4. First set down. One set remaining for both the 20 and 21 of Tyler and Brandon Needham. Didn't catch the number of the guy in the pits, but it looked like steam was coming up out of that hood. Yep, they're back on. We'll have to get back to it because I think 904 Cameron Hearn may be pitting here. Yep, we got a leader change on the top of the board. We'll have to see what Cameron Hearn is up to. 921 is Scott Patton, so that leaves Cameron Hearn possibly on pit road. Lap 27 around the speedway. Yeah, he's getting off there. Good pit stop it looks like from Cameron Hearn. 921 still staying out, as is Justin Michael and Michael Jeans. Say that 3 times fast. We'll have to see how this comes out here for the pit cycle. Gets out about around 9th spot, so not too much time on pit road for the 904. Michael Jeans still on the speedway. He's second. See Trent Drum just getting off. This is the car I couldn't get the number on. Passing him up. May have got muted out. Don't know what the last thing you heard me say was, but Michael Jeans on the access road. Well, yeah, he has to be out of fuel. We may have to go in car to see that for sure, but it looks like he's definitely coasting. This is going to cost him potentially 5 to 10 spots. Yeah, there's no throttle in that. He is out of fuel. That's for Michael Jackson having to use access road. Or not Michael Jackson. Yeah, there's a lot of Michaels out there. Excuse me for that gaff there. Yes, Michael Jackson is dead, but there's Michael D'Amico in my ear, Justin Michael out there, and Michael Jeans, who we're watching. 08 gets fuel, gets it going. That'll leave us with our new leader. Yeah, that probably cost 08 a full lap on track. Kevin Winter right now, leading some laps. 904 of Cameron Hearn. About 5 seconds, maybe 4, depending on the speed and tire difference here. So as it stands right now, I think our top 5 cars are pretty much set between Kevin Winter, Cameron Hearn, Jeff Burke, Justin Michael. Scott Patton included in that. Excuse me, Scott. Left you out of the conversation. I don't know. These are pretty good top 5 right here. I think we could probably see at the end of the night, barring a caution. Right now, we're seeing some great green flag racing. Cameron Hearn still hunting down Kevin Winter. How long between the tire difference? Well, it's about 10 laps, maybe 7 lap difference of Kevin Winter. We did see Kevin Winter short pit, or at least the first of the top 10 guys to make the way through the field. Look at that info on the left side of your screen. Air temp up there, track temp. Well, that's pretty low track temp for this time of setting for the server. Oh, you know, asking, sometimes you receive, I don't know, replay coming up. I didn't want this caution. Oh boy. Is that Kava Holt? Oh man. We'll have to back it up just a tinge because I imagine it looks like he missed pit road, or those fresh tires were not working for him. Right here, his corner entry is going to intrigue me the most. Maybe hit the rumble strip. Left side's there. Oh boy, he got a lot of that rumble strip. Yep. Shoots him up. He's loose. Oh, if you're going to crash left. I guess it's better to hit right to left. He clears himself, it looks like. Just blocks pit road. That stinks. He was having such a good race, but I did mention that rumble strip. We'll watch it again here. Yep, left side's down, breaks it loose. Eesh. At least he cleared himself out of the speedway and didn't get involved with anyone else. That's probably the end of 965's night. Good first 25, 30 laps for Kyle Holt. Hope he comes back and tries it again, or at least tries to get that Cup car repaired. We're actually going to get with someone on the board here. We'll have to see what Kevin Winter is doing. Mr. D'Amico is going to pan towards the 78 because the 78 doesn't like to give interviews, so I got to get him in when I can. We'll see if the Kevin Winter goes to pit here. Looks like he missed pit road, so I think it's safe to bring up Kevin Winter. Doesn't look like he goes to tires. I don't think the 78 wanted to see that caution come out. 2 to 3 second lead over 904 Cameron Hearn. Kevin, what do you got to do now? Do you just got to reset and go into the next pit stop?
Oh, I'll tell you right now, when that caution come out, I was thinking about what we were doing for strategy, and me and the crew chief kind of forgot we were on a limited set of tires tonight, so we're in a bit of a jam right now.
Well, hopefully, I mean, you got one set if you took 4, right? So you're working with one set left and a different fuel strategy from the rest of the people. Was it a damage call, or were you just short pitting it in at lap 20?
Yeah, we were just sharp hitting it for fuel and just trying to keep our pace up a little bit. There's a couple quick guys out here. We're tuning up the right front tonight, so we're just trying to limit our tire wear. And again, like I said, forgot about the tire roll, so we're just gonna have to ride it out. Maybe we get a couple quick cautions, and maybe we can get evened up with the rest of the field.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Well, go get him with that Lego head on. I'm sure the fans like seeing it every time. We thank you for that. So we'll let you get back down there in team speak and try to figure out what you're going to do with one set of tires left.
Copy that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Kevin Winter, our leader right now. Let's look at that top 10. Cameron Hearn, Jeff Merck, Scott Patton, Kyle Chadwick, Mark Jackson, Robert Matisse up to 7th through that pit cycle. I believe that is Taylor Potts in 9th. And Ted Wade, looks like Ted Wade, though, decides to come down. Here's where you don't take tires, but you can take fuel. This is a good window to get in. I said Ted Wade. Someone came down pit lane there. Hermie Sadler. That's an easy color to remember there. Hopefully Hermie knows about the tire rule. Is Mark Jackson. Yep, a lot of these dark colored cars out here. The black old 3 there, Hermie Sadler. Looks like he just did fuel and go. I didn't see any sides go up. Mark Jackson topping her off. Maybe a little bit of damage repair. Yeah, gotta say those tire changes. Hopefully these drivers are aware and have their hotkeys ready to click them off going into pit road. It is another asset to iRacing that we got with this update. Makes for an interesting set. Waited a few weeks here to get involved in Loose Lug Nuts, but we try to wait a few weeks just so bugs could possibly be worked out. Not that we've seen anything across the hosted or official side. Kevin Winter going to lead us back off, restarting on lap number 35. See if the 904 can get position from the outside there. He's going to have to work for it. All restarts are at the leader's discretion once that pace car drops like that. Yep, Kevin Winter fires it up. Once again, his inside line. Cameron Hearn has to stay to the outside until he hits the start-finish line. There we go. Now the guys can move into spot. Working the camera back through the field, making sure there ain't no guesswork going on from these drivers. They get quick into line. Taylor Potts almost to the back end of the top 10. Oh, here's a big line. 904 straight to the bottom. Jeff Merck follows. I think the 78 hit the wall out of that corner. Lost a lot of speed. Scott Patton now below Kevin Winter, first to fourth on this restart. Missed in a corner there, probably from the 78. He might lose another spot. Here goes Michael Jeans angling to the bottom. Has superior speed through the front straightaway. Michael Jeans working there. Looks like Kyle Chadwick trying to get up under a car right behind him. Kevin Winter, Kyle Chadwick going at it in position number 5 at the moment. All the way to the bottom, 3 wide back there. Right behind Michael Jeans in position number 5. Hopefully that battle's working out. Like Justin Michael may have gotten a set back there. Jeff Merck there in second, trying to keep pace with Cameron Hearn. These guys do not want to see Cameron Hearn get out and leap forward 2 to 3 seconds like he did during the last run. Oh, Jeff Merck with a pass for the lead. Jeff Merck has the nose low. Best way to keep Cameron Hearn getting way out in front, keep him right next to you. Here goes Jeff Merck for position, gets the lead. Cameron Hearn's going to be right on his bumper. Looking for the crossover maybe? Nope. He's trying to stay straight right here through these corners. Scott Patton all over the 904. Jeff Merck with a great pass to get to the front. Trying to break draft. Not that it's going to work. Here goes Cameron Hearn. Oh, he wanted to get out of line. Chose not to. Maybe a tap. there. No tap. Jeff Burt still in line. Cameron Hearn just checked the car there. This is what I saw. Ooh, Jeff Burke may have touched the wall just slightly. And this is a three-way battle up front. Hopefully Jeff Burke in that 60 over-the-top Designs car is not burning too much tire down, hoping for a quick caution. Technically, we are about a third of the way through what they've used in tires. Cameron Hearn a little bit offset. Scott Patton trying to apply pressure for second place. Racing. Michael Jean's trying to get into that too. And Michael Jean's just sitting out there in fourth, looking onwards, trying to catch the back of the draft of the 921. He's doing well. Looks like Justin Michael might be right behind him. The 87, yeah, he's singled out too. No draft help in front of him. Started second. Now back to fifth. Chadwick there in sixth. Still working through the cameras here. Just quick looking for some action. A little bit of a line of action right now. Around Wally Tierheimer. Looks like Needham, Old Panic, and Robert Matisse there. Chris Voiles in the group just behind him. Ooh, pass going on up there in front of Chris Voiles and Hermie Sadler. And Needham brothers are hooking up. That's all that was. Most action on the field probably has been around the 2021 as they made passes backwards and forwards. Right side damage on the 21. Kevin Winter back there. Boy, he has fallen like a rock. Kevin Winter coming to pit road. Oh, slides are in. Right side damage for sure. Good car control from the 78. We are on that 20 run. That's not going to really help him. He's still 8 laps maybe from the final fuel stop range, I'd have to assume. We'll have to see what he does. This may be just a stop at the moment. Yeah, that's fuel and go there from the 78. Still out front here. Cameron Hearn trails the 60 of Jeff Merck, the leader. It's a four-way battle now for all those positions. Cameron Hearn, ooh, flirting with disaster there on the bottom. Those rumble strips can get you loose. Scott Patton, though, says, well, I'll take that inside line here. Cameron Hearn losing 2 spots over about 10 laps. I have to imagine it was the rumble strips that we saw. They've slowed his pace just enough. Scott Patton takes over second. See, Michael Jeans can capitalize on a slowing Cameron Hearn. Maybe Cameron Hearn's just backing up his tires a bit. That is a possibility. different second half strategy from the 904. Scott Patton trying to work behind the 60 here, trying to follow the back end as Jeff Burke sets up the corners. .921, 904 carried a lot more speed. Jeff Burke's actually catching lap car here of Kevin Winter. Don't imagine Kevin Winter wants anyone near him at the moment. Still on the lead lap is the 78. Those guys were so focused on one another that 1, 2, 3 right there almost wrecked. Jeff Burke still trying to catch the back of the draft of Kevin Winter, trying to pull away from second and third place. Kevin goes to the bottom. I don't know, that sacrificed a lot of time, it looked like. Maybe it's just a draft that's behind the 60. Heading into this corner, just watching out front. Kevin Winter, superior speed due to that tires, or probably the balancing of fuel. We saw a gas and go from Kevin Winter, the 78. Just trying to maintain the lead lap at the moment. Kevin Winter showing what he did out front early on, getting up there, battling for the lead in those opening laps here tonight. We are lap 45 of 80 around Indianapolis Motorsports Park. Oh boy, we got a pass for the lead. Scott Patton to the lead. I was wondering why Jeff Burke was turning so intensely. Scott Patton to the lead, 9-2-1. Winner last night at Pocono in those K&N cars. Jeff Burke right to the bumper. Bump drafted, trying to get back up into spot now. That blocked Scott Patton from getting a good corner entry. Scott Patton's going to be slow, but not that it matters. Right now it's a one-lane track, and you got to have position to get through those corners. So I don't know if that strategy's good of upsetting corner entry for the leader or the guy right in front of you. Scott Patton with a head of steam, though, has caught the back end of Kevin Winter at this moment, watching from the 60. Here we got Scott Patton. We'll have to go in car with him, watch his steering out the front. He may be looking for a move on Kevin Winter. Kevin Winter threw some brake right there, allowing Scott Patton to pass. Big old parachute out of the 78. Scott Patton gets the spot. Nice moves. Big jumble of cars. We're going to have to watch out the back end of Kevin Winter. Kevin Winter giving spots to the leaders here, but these guys are getting past. Jeff Burke fell like a rock. Justin Michael now in the equation. Top 5 cars in viewing distance. Justin Michael working over the 60 right here. Still side by side, Kevin Winter choosing to go with the 87 of Justin Michael down the front straightaway. Looks like Jeff Burke had the speed though on the top side. So Michael's going to have to set up pass all over again, get back in line, try to squeeze back up with the rest of the top 3 guys. Now move Michael's jeans, the 08, into position number 3 as Scott Patton still leads and Cameron Hearn tries to re-track down his top spot. Yep, Cameron Hearn gaining a little bit right now. Let's see if we can't go through the field and find some action going. I think Justin Michael's setting up that pass again. to the inside. He's pressuring. Now down the front straightaway we go. Jeff Burke inches off the wall just enough that Justin Michael doesn't want to make the inside move. These two are going back for the top three, the way they're racing one another, not gaining spots. Justin Michael shows the nose, maybe got the inside. Oh, rumble strips, still fast through the corner. Jeff Burke on the top side carrying better speed. Just see it right there, just enough on that top side. Justin Michael still letting them know the nose is here. I have spot. Jeff Burke finally gives in. Reverse order from last. Oh, they touch! Jeff Burke backs off. Justin Michael has speed. Kevin Winter has to go around. Oh boy, Jeff Burke really backed off the gas. He could have stayed through that. Don't know how you viewers want to see that, but did Jeff Burke give enough room to Justin Michael come down? Y'all decide. They've been racing hard for a couple laps. Thank goodness no caution. Probably about 10, 15 max away from the next fuel window. At least not Kevin Winter, but the rest of the field. Trying to change cameras here, see what's going on. Needham there, just behind Sadler. Justin Michael, saw Mark Jackson, looks like Kyle Chadwick there. Chadwick trying to do what he can with tires, saving and backing him up, but trailing Ted Wade at the moment. Pass for position here, possibly. 14, Robert Matisse. 994, Jason D. Maines. Oh, Hermie Sadler goes low. Wants to pass both of them. 14 just straight backs up his corner to try to get those guys enough room. Maybe feeling some effect of tires or a wall hit. Doesn't look like the 14 car has any dings on it. Yeah, 14 definitely not using all the track, or at least not optimal off the corners here at Indianapolis. Lap 53 around the speedway for these leaders. And it looks like Needham's going to have to settle up behind there. Wally Tierheimer, Trent Drum. Trent's moved up about 2 spots since we last viewed him. Same thing with Wally. These guys seem to be in a line here, trying to be on the same strategy at the moment. One's a Bandit guy, one's an East Coast racing guy. That's their divisions they run on Tuesday. Sometimes I shout that out. Tuesday Super Speedway Series. Like I said, all that info, if you're interested, is on the Facebook page and on the league website, over the top designs-looselugnuts.com. Best way for racers, fans, and everyone else to stay up to date is the Facebook page. Taylor Potts here, Bob Wells, Mark Jackson. Boy, Mark has gone backwards. Look at that, started 5th, 18th. I know he had a lot of damage to fix. Maybe Mark didn't know about the tire rule and forgot to turn off his tires or something. Hope not. He's 1 lap down at this point. Well, battle for the lead's heating up for sure. 1-2 battle out front. 921 of Scott Patton, 904 of Cameron Hearn. Cameron tries to show speed. He's got a lower angle of entry through the corner compared to Scott Patton. Scott Patton just operating the front part of the speedway right now. Just optimal line that Cameron Hearn is off by an inch or two. Here we go into pit road. 1, 2, 3 down pit road here. Lap 55 coming to 56. Leader's going to change up here. Well, that was an interesting pit stop. We'll have to see what both these guys do. Cameron Hearn has box number 1. Scott Patton, I think around box number 5 maybe. Justin Michael, box number 2. Right side's up. Left side's up. All 3 take 4 tires there. Scott Patton with a little bit of lead off the pit road. Not that it's going to matter. I think Cameron Hearn grabbed some grass there. Cameron Hearn, ooh, over the bump. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tricky way to get off of pit road is Indianapolis. Don't have to do it like the IndyCar guys do. Ted Wade, the new leader, still going around the speedway. Rounding out 55-second laps. Qualifying was around 50, so probably a significant tire difference between fresh and 15 to 30-old tires. '93 Hermie Sadler. Position number 2. Got a mass of people going to pit road. Hermie Sadler probably not too far behind, as is Ted Wade and Tyler Needham. Maybe they're just running a different strategy. Robert Matisse getting off the pit road. Justin Michael. Chadwick still motoring around the speedway. Who's this? Ted Wade, our leader. Hermie Sadler goes to lead a lap. Ted Wade into his stop. Here is the Needham brothers. We'll see what Ted Wade does. Right side's up. Left side's up. A 4-tire stop. That's the last of the tires for most of these drivers out here. That 21 Menards machine there is a little bit banged up on the left rear. Hermie Sadler continues to stay out. Not a bad strategy for a lap or two. Obviously, the leaders, the previous leaders, know something that maybe Hermie doesn't. Of course, Hermie Sadler is the professional among all of us. Just got to note tire difference and speed difference, time off track, time on track, and the number of laps we're running here tonight. On lap 59, have to do the full circuit of 80. Chris Voiles, second place as we speak, heading towards pit road. Old Hardy's machines going down, as is Wally Tierheimer. I think that was Trent Drum also coming down pit road, following these guys around for most of the speedway tonight. See what Wally does. Trent Drum, yes it was, coming in there. We'll see what Wally does with his tires. Chris Voiles already in his box. Wally started 12th, been running around the top 15. Right side's up. Imagine it is a 4-tire stop. I'm just interested to see if someone takes, no tires or right side tires. I think no tires would be a safer call. Chris Voiles with a good pit stop. Maybe we should have watched him. Speaking of that tire difference, maybe the 28 did something. Trent Drum didn't do anything different. Here comes Hermie Sadler. Yes, Mr. That is Hermie Sadler, Elliot's brother. Miss Krista Jackson in the chat, too. Right sides, left sides. Yep, 4 tires. I did not watch any of Hermie's previous pit stops, but I imagine that will end his tire selection tonight. Like I said, new tire rule inside of loose lug nuts. Starter set plus 2 sets. I think per 100 laps of 1.5 mile and greater tracks. We'll have to obviously adjust for mile tracks and less. Bob Wells into the box. Oh, overshoots the box, the 42 machine. Gonna cost him time on track. Right sides, left sides, quick change there on the Jackman. Away they go. Worried maybe Bob Wells might have canceled right sides there as he blew the box. That was a quick tire change from right to left. Still the battle on the speedway. Up, potential pass for the lead. Scott Patton just let him go. Said, you had inside, I'll give it up. I don't know if you want Cameron Hearn out in that clean air. Cameron Hearn has already led 28 laps. Now back to the lead after Scott Patton and company took it away. I get to watch Cameron Hearn on Sunday nights here at Loose Lug Nuts Racing. Sure many of y'all out there that watch a lot of MaxSpeedTV get to see him across many other leagues, which is a benefit of hitting that subscribe button here on YouTube. You get to see drivers across many other leagues race many different cars. Boy, huge fall off. Scott's not liking these tires. Scott was a lot more, what's the word looking for? He was a better car for sure, that 921, on the restart with about 10 lap older tires. Cameron Hearn just can put it down with these fresher tires and gap people. He's already shown it here. It's about a half a second. It's going to be larger when they get back to the start-finish line at the end of this race. We're under 20 to go here at Indy. Only one caution. I say caution, and it came out last time, but only one caution here tonight, so that is a positive. 26 cars started the field. All right, we'll have to move it back to third place. See Justin Michael, who's 4.8 off these 2 guys. Where Justin is out of the groove or out of the arrow at the moment. And doesn't have any help in front of him as Jeff Merck may have just slapped the wall behind him. Definitely loose on those new tires. Probably not too new at this point. That's still not a bad race for Jeff Merck. Got the lead some. Started 9th, worked his way, raced his way up into that top spot. Faded back through these green flag pit stops. Look at Michael Jeans. Probably not a benefactor of not pitting with the top 3 at this point. stayed out an extra lap. Now just rolling around in 5th. Kyle Chadwick there. Steady move up, 10th to 6th as we roll through the field yet again. Keep going down the line, maybe till we find some action. Ted Wade. Oh, well, like I said, status quo for Ted Wade. Tyler Needham there. Taylor Potts. Good, strong run tonight, 9th. Jason Maines, Hermie Sadler, Wally Tierheimer, Chris Voiles in front of that one, Kevin Winter, Robert Matisse, 1 lap behind, as is Mark Jackson. These guys probably got caught on pit road, maybe a speeding penalty, or just off strategy here. See, already in a couple laps, Scott Patton is 1 second back. Yep, already 1.066 off of the leader of Cameron Hearn. So, yep, that pick looking strong for Mr. Kennedy in the YouTube chat. Thank you all that came out here tonight to watch this green flag race, Loose Lugness Racing League, here on MaxSpeedTV, the Bruzy Racewear Cup Series. Just over halfway through our summer schedule. Well, I mean, we're over halfway, but coming up next week, we are off for the 4th of July weekend. I hope everyone is going to have a safe and fun holiday out there. We'll be back the following week for more Cup action. I think we're going to Kentucky in 2 weeks. Over the Top Designs, -looselugnuts.com there on your screen. Best way to find all the info if you're looking for each division here at Loose Lugnuts. Yep, and how about Madison Rising on your screen now for our national anthem early on. Start of the night, we keep it to the American flag the way it's supposed to be. Big shout out to Madison Rising for that. Davey Hendricks in chat, where are you, buddy? You won a race and you off the board. Are you working? What you doing? Watching his teammate Cameron Hearn put down some tire here at Indy tonight. Saw Davey Hendricks in the chat win the Bruzy Racewear USA race at Chicagoland. RacewearUSA.com on your screen. Go check them out. Right there with that sponsored 904. Cameron Hearn about to hit some lap traffic. Looks like he's going to go high. Kevin Winter going to give away the spot here. Back a lap down goes to 78. One 5 ahead of second. Jeff Merck sitting there. He's in 4th, just outside of our podium spots. Michael Jeans now trailing him back to 5th. Still a solid night for the 08. Same thing with Kyle Chadwick. He's going to have a lot of in front of him. Has to start using up that tire. I know he's been working on the saving. Have to use these final 10 laps coming up. Ted Wade, 2 laps led under the pit cycles. 916. Jason Maines, another one of those Abruzzi, or not Abruzzi guys, but the ESE. Brandon Needham there, cycling through the cameras. You hear me talking to Chad a lot. Right now it's just YouTube, but I promise, one of these days the internet will come in good enough that I'll be able to view Facebook chat too. So if you're out there on Facebook chat, I'm sorry, maybe not interacting with you. Thank you for tuning in on that side of MaxSpeedTV as we see Kevin Winter make some pass around Chris Voiles and Wally Tierheimer. started third, led about 6 laps. 78 machine of Kevin Winter. Weird fuel runs and tire strategy for the 78's found him a lap down at this point. Maybe some right side damage to go along with it. Kevin Winter continues to turn down a good lap though. Still running in 17th. Maybe trying to track down Ernie Sadler in front of him. Robert Matisse there, 16th. 1 lap behind the leader. Bob Wells, he's 2 laps down there and 19th. We did see him blow a pit stop. I imagine maybe he got a penalty or something to go along with it. Sure would be a compounding pit stop. Scott Patton still trailing in second place right now. First place, Cameron Hearn. First third of the race, Cameron Hearn. Last third looks to be going to Cameron Hearn. .904 is just putting down times. And he has fresh air. I don't know what it is. Maybe he just got caught back in traffic racing and burning up tire, but when he's out there alone and he has his horse blinders on, I think 904 is the fastest car on the track. Best way to race sometime is to put on those blinders. A lot of times you get into this long green flag run like we've seen here tonight. Hopefully not jinxing it, but you got to race with the eyes in front of you, and you got to race the speedway rather than your competitors, and Cameron Hearn has really done that significantly better on different portions of this evening. Has to be a favorite pick out here every Sunday night that he shows up. I'm sure Judd and the Bruzy people out there are glad to see Cameron Hearn get that sponsored car to victory lane yet again. He's just around the corner from doing it. 6 laps to go at the line as he starts to catch Trent Drum. Still motoring around in that Abruzzi Toyota. Still seems to be a little bit loose through those corners too. Don't know how this late in a run. No rubble strips there. The 904 will continue to watch the left side. That's where he definitely messed up last time. Skirting the corner a little bit too close. He's getting it there. Yeah, he's putting it on the right there where he needs to be for sure. A little bit of a scrape out of the center of that corner. He's definitely using all the speedway. 5 laps to go at the line. We'll do our final rundown through the field, see what's going on, then come back to our leader. See second right there, Scott Patton. Starting to put down some time. Justin Michael third. Jeff Mert there fourth. In the 60, Michael Jeans is going to be right behind him. 5th place, the 08. Kyle Chadwick, 6th. Looks like he's getting the heat turned up or on him by Ted Wade. Right behind him in the 916 in position number 7. Tyler Needham, position number 8, rolling around. Ernie Sadler, we skipped over Jason Maines there, position 11. Yep, back to Hermie Sadler. I think that says 12th. Might be 16th. Or no, it says 10th. Oh, those are tiny numbers on my screen. I really got to get the resolution up, huh? Yep. Working through different parts of the field. And Taylor Potts position number 11. Saw the top 10 a little bit tonight. Back where he started at the beginning. Brandon Needham. There's Chris Voiles making up a lot of spots himself. 24th to 13th so far. Wally, like I said, around the top 15. That's where Wally's been. Position 14 at the moment. Trent Drum occupies 15th, but here goes the leader around him. 3 to go. Kevin Winter, we're down to the lap down cars now. Robert is showing up. My internet's wanting to call it quits, hopefully not. Back out to the front here though. Watch Cameron Hearn get into the last few laps of action. I thought Scott Patton was going to close on, but nope. Close the gap a bit, just not enough. See your top 5. Fingers down. This is a great camera view right there to watch the race end up. Scott Patton looks like he's closing. Looks like he's caught the tail end of whatever air is coming up the 904 spoiler. 904 sees it and is trying to break it. Mr. Medlock tuning in. Boy, down to it. See how much car left the 921 has and how much 904 can stay away. It's probably 904's race, but going to be interesting right here. Final lap, 1 to go here, Indianapolis Raceway. Who's going to take the final race before we head into the July 4th week break? Oh, Scott Patton using a lot of track. Cameron Hearn got a lap cars in front of him, racing to the checkered. No race next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks. I believe at Kentucky here. Yep, Mr. Kennedy, you are right. Looks like Ryan Blaney coming down to the stripe. Don't think Scott Patton has anything left. Gonna stick the nose there, but the win's gonna go to the 904 of Cameron Hearn. Second, Scott Patton. I think Scott Patton wishes he had 1 or 2 more laps. Winner, a Bruzy. 904. Justin Michael finishes 3rd. Looks like Michael Jeans may finish 4th with a close finishing 5th from Jeff Merck. We'll have the top 10 run down real quick as these guys go through a cool down lap. Yep, there it is on your screen. Hearn, Patton, Michael, Jeans, Merck, Wade, Chadwick, Tyler Needham, Jason Maines, and Hermie Sadler rounds out your top 10. Line these guys up for an interview. We'll see them get to the line right here. All right, let's start with our race winner, the 904 of Cameron Hearn. Back to victory lane after about a 4-week hiatus, I think. Not from the podium, but obviously Pocono didn't treat you too well. So back here, MaxSpeedTV victory lane, sponsored by Over the Top Designs. Cameron Hearn, what do you got to say about that race? Because you definitely were the guy to beat the first third of the race and the last third.
Yeah, crazy race. A lot of green flag runs. Scott was coming for the end, and I thought I was saving my stuff, but I kind of made 2 bad turns, and I killed the right front, and after that, he was running me down, and that's why we didn't have 81 laps. I felt like it might have been a different story. Might be interviewing someone else right now, but overall, just a great effort. Started up front, stayed up front. The 2 tires, I'm glad that those didn't come into play as much with the cautions, late cautions, stuff like that. So I was glad we were able to keep it green.
Yeah, definitely a green flag type of race. Was that probably the difference in the middle portion of the race where we saw you fall back to about 4th? Had to run through the field, or the top portion of the field again, under green. Is that the thing? Were you just battling the right front too much in other vehicles rather than the track?
I was actually trying to save it because I didn't know if the caution was going to come out after the first run, so it's going to do a weird pit cycle. I cut the run in half, pit again, just get fuel to make it to the end. So I was playing a little bit of strategy, trying to save my right front. That way, if a caution came out halfway through the race, I would have a set left when most people wouldn't. But it didn't come into play. Caution came out, and everybody stayed out. So, but yeah, right front was key. I think Scott had the best long run car tonight. And me, Scott, I think Jeff, Merck, we had a hell of a battle 3 wide for about 5 or 10 laps, it felt like, in the middle of the run.
Well, glad to see it. Bruzy 904 machine here under loose lug nuts. Back to victory lane. Go ahead and shout out that sponsor and others that you need to thank.
Yeah, of course, the Bruzy, your way, over the top designs. Appreciate them hopping on board this race. MaxSpeedTV, loose lug nuts. Just overall, all these guys out here, week in and week out. To get a win in this league and this series means a lot, and a lot of competitors out here. So hopefully, be able to contend for the win next week.
All right, well, Cameron, we'll see you back after a week break. I think we're heading towards Kentucky in the Cup cars in 2 weeks. See you then, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, second place coming up. Winner of last night's race at Pocono in the K&N cars. Cameron Hearn said he was really scared if this race had been 81 laps. What do you think about that, Scott?
I would have been really pleased. Yeah, we were playing tire games back and forth. Cameron's one heck of a competitor, man. Where do we start? I guess back when I gave him the lead, I knew he was saving tires behind me with the draft, just drafting up, easing off in the corners, and just saving tires. So when he made the move on the backstretch for the lead, I just kind of let him go with the intent that I was going to do the same thing. I was like, you know what? If he's going to save tires for 10 laps, I'll save tires for 10 laps, and then we'll go at it in the end. And so I just eased him by, and he just took off from me. So I think I used up my stuff way too much than I thought I did. And away he went, so I kind of got back in the groove, did a mental recheck, and hit my marks, and cooled down the tires and started dialing back in, and 1 lap short, I guess. Would have been good.
Yeah, definitely would have been. Yeah, it was good. Definitely would have been a little bit better, especially on my end, Scott. You could have added a little bit extra highlight reel to it, but you still had a great run. I think 5th to 2nd, not too bad, somewhere around that range of starting spot. Anyone you need to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, I sent a notice today to the Northeast Motorsports Museum community page. So if anybody's watching up there, if anybody saw the broadcast, including possibly Dr. Dick Berger, and if he's up there, I want to give him a quick shout out, as well as Tom, who runs the museum up there. And that's about it. But I guess if I'm going to lose, Cameron's one heck of a guy to lose to. So.
All right, well, week off for 4th of July. I know Canadians don't really care about that, but we'll be back in 2 weeks when we go to Kentucky. We'll see you then, man.
I saw this next stretch of tracks on the schedule, and I'm really looking forward to them. So, thanks, Jeff.
All right, we'll see you then, Scott.
See you, buddy.
Well, 3rd place here tonight, coming up, the 87 machine. Not a win, but still a podium for old Justin Michael. Talk about your race, because, I mean, the top 2 were, photo, and you were back there just racing to get to 3rd. Tell us what you had to do to get there.
Yeah, I tell you, we had damage early on, hit the wall there, coming out of 4, I think, and dropped way back, and didn't, kind of had to learn how to save tires again throughout the race. So we were just getting better and better. And that second run, we ran the leaders down for about 5 seconds back because they were up there going 2-3 wide. So I just wish we could have kept on going on that run. But we'll take 3rd. It is what it is. We like this track, but yeah, it just wasn't clicking for us.
I think Justin Michael just said he likes the IndyCar at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm sure that race might be coming up again within the week. Maybe a special event package happening for sure with the Indy coming up. But you find yourself on the podium, like I said, not too bad of a race. Go ahead and thank those that you need to before we close out the night.
Hey, it's everybody out there watching. You for calling a good race as always. John putting on a good leg. And yeah, just hope everybody has a good 4th.
All right, Justin. Well, we'll see you in 2 weeks when we head to Kentucky, man.
Thank you.
All right, top 3 there. We had Cameron Hearn with the win, Scott Patton second, and Justin Michael there with that last interview third. So it was a good 1 caution, 80-lap green flag run race tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in on MaxSpeedTV, on YouTube and Facebook. We really do appreciate it. If you got a moment, hit that like button, subscribe. Let us know which way you're watching the race every week. Shout out to Loose Lug Nuts, a Brucey Racewear Cup Series. Thank you for them being the title sponsor. Over the Top Paints and Designs, MaxSpeedTV, Loud Pedal Productions down there, Michelangelo's Painting, ASN, all those other guys that help make Loose Lug Nuts turn week to week. Thank you, drivers and fans. Like I said, 2 weeks on Sunday, we'll be back at Kentucky for the Cup Series. Really, the new Kentucky here on iRacing. So new paved, new Kentucky. It's going to be all brand new, nice and shiny. So we'll see everyone then. Have a happy 4th of July. Stay safe.